Live. We're live. We're live. All right, I'm going to screw this up real quick. I'm switching my internet. We good? We good? Everyone in here? Everyone here? How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? How many people? I only have 7 people in here. Defense doesn't bring in the numbers like the offense does. All right, we can hear. You guys can hear me. We'll go ahead and get rolling. How's everybody doing? Like I said, we're gonna do the defense today. Defense doesn't pull in the numbers like offense does, but nonetheless, let's have some fun going through it. And this is the good stuff. The defense is good. All right, share screen. How's everybody doing? Bam, 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 bam. All right. They're on the field early because the offense has a 3 and out. And their first drive was horrible. Really bad. So, got this play action stuff. Martinez actually does a good job of flowing with it. And the Giants did a good job of covering it, and that's why they had to throw it to Cup on this. I'll show you the little thing that is. It's a little check down valve they have out of it with Cooper Cup, where he does like the little wham block and then throws it out, gets some yards out of it. Is it a first down? I don't know. 2nd and 1. Here we go. Got 2 tight ends to the left. They run the ball. All right, let's check it out. So we got gap. Fills this gap. Devontae Downs has the backside. Devontae Downs actually made a good play on this. Very surprising. Dalvin does a good job of, these 2 guys do a good job of occupying a double team. Blake probably could have floated a little harder. Dalvin gets off of it, meets there with Devontae Downs. Good stuff from Dalvin. If Dalvin's not there, the Downs probably gets broken down. Motion, that play action. Okay, this is so frustrating. But anyways, he probably could have hit this because Downs plays it flat. So he probably could have hit that if he wanted to. But I've never seen a guy get broken down so easy. This has happened. This happened multiple times. They benched him right after this. Right after. I am sloppy with this right now. I mean, that's just a disgrace. What did they ever see in that guy to ever play him? Trash. First down. Motion again. Jet sweep. Let's see how they play it. You got Blake flowing hard. Flow hard. Force him to cut back on that. You got Leonard Williams come on the backside. And then there's our guy, Tay Crowder, filling it. Good stuff. Like I said, Blake, flow hard. And Tay Crowder has that backside. Bam. Leonard Williams does a good job getting off the left tackle. Good stuff there from the Cats. 2nd and 8. What do we got here? Ain't that great? Play action. Okay. Now, Cup ends up dropping this. But watch the speed and aggressiveness of Tay Crowder and his blitz. He times his blitz up really nicely. Bam. O'Shane does a good job right here. Bad block by the tight end. So now he's got to pick one of the 2. Tay gets his hands up. Ends up being a drop. But I like to think that Tay Crowder putting his hands up had a little bit to do with that. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Is he going to blitz these guys or are you going to pop them out? Nope. Tay Crowder comes back and covers. Blake pops out. Okay, so this play, Crowder, he plays it well. To where this running back can't, zoom back in. But Goff makes a good play. I thought about putting this on the breakdown, and someone actually asked like if I should put it on the Tate Crowder breakdown. But this is just a really nice play by Goff. Let's look at the pass rush up front. Got a 4-man rush. Let's watch O'Shane on this one. Decent job. Fackrell loves that like little spin. Like I said, that's a great play by Goff there. All right, first down. Play action again. Crossers. He's got to throw to the comeback. Oh, they put Devontae Downs back in. And he sucked in and falls into this zone, and there is no one covering the flats. There's no one covering the flats. So I think this was actually the last rep that Devontae Downs ever did. And a bad job tackling at that. See anything here? Notice on the D-line? O'Shane had some good stuff up front to start the game. Got 2nd and 2. Tate Crowder showing blitz. Is he going to blitz? Is he going to blitz? Nope. It's a run play. Let's see how this defense feels. Blake, bam, hits that hole aggressively. And I really do think these two are going to work together, because when he hits that forces the running back to come back into this gap. And Tay plays it patient, but when he realizes he needs to go, he goes. It's an awesome play. You want it? Tay needs to bulk up a little bit. I guess his strength probably would be his biggest weakness. But I overlook that with inside linebackers. I look for speed and instincts, and that's what he has. That's why I like Connolly so much. Another play action. Tight end coming across. Let's watch Fackrell on this one. He gets sucked in. Let's see what Ryan's responsibility. So he's right here. He gets sucked in as well. So it's 2nd and 2. Under center. These guys are lined in closely. Run play. Let's see what happened here. Dalvin gets penetration. Blake hits that hole hard. No second inside linebacker in. Leonard Williams in, and Zoe Carter. Good job here. Zoe presses this wide receiver down. He doesn't just simply keep contained, presses him down. Leo gets off that block. And you got everyone else in here to corral. No second inside linebacker in that play. 3 safeties. 1st and goal. Colbert comes up in here. Hits inside. Bam. Good stuff. That's good instincts. They do a good job of sealing off Leonard. Good job by that guard getting off there. Let's watch Blake on it too. Let's see what. And then here's the jet sweep for a freaking touchdown by their backup tight end. I mean, the tight end just does a really good job blocking that. Or whoever that Cracker McJackson is right there, 82. And an easy touchdown. All right. Here we go. What's going on? Let's check the chat. Here for the defense. Is it him, or is the talent isn't good, or is it Danny? No, the wide receiver talent isn't great. I know we're trying to stick to defense here, but we'll talk a little. The wide receiver talent isn't great, but it's the same wide receiver talent as last year. So what changed? PFF PFF says more bad Rams offense. We did get lucky at some point, but we made plays. Patrick Graham called an awesome game, like little details, and we'll go through it. Now, obviously, we just saw the worst driver of the game, but we'll go through it. Stand up, Entertainer in the house. Defense looks legit. Keep up the great work. No, you keep up the great work. I swear Tana follows me everywhere. No, Tana turned you on to me. That's what it is. I'm assuming that's what happened. This is Research Rick. This is my guy. Zimenez had 19 snaps before getting hurt on play 34. Golden's first play was 30. He didn't this guy found that out by himself. He didn't wasn't in an article he read. That's him doing research. It's Research Rick. I am looking forward to this. Oh, we were talking. Bobby, have you checked out Dexter's glutes? Outstanding. Not recently, but I'm sure they are. I'll take your word for it. DJ is a backup. Damon Jones, the old Cleveland Cavaliers point guard. Will Crowder start next game or not yet? I would assume so. There's no reason for him to not start. You know what I'm saying? Unless David Mayo comes back. But even then, I think I would roll with Tay Crowder. I'm not a big David Mayo fan. Yo, what up, Bobby? How do you think Xavier McKinney will benefit this defense when he comes back? It's another safety you can use where you can put him at corner, put him deep, play him down the box. Just versatility, and that's what Patrick Graham loves. I like that they're really rotating guys and giving them a chance. They give Valentine Downs a chance, and even though they're not good now, they're benched. If the Giants defense had Josh Allen, we would be a top 10 defense. Josh Allen plays quarterback, dude. Come on, man. Come on, G-Man Rising. Get with the opinion. I like this statement, Giants Opinion Sports. I like this statement. And I'm not a guy that's quick trigger on the fire stuff. I got heat for liking Shermer last year, but I'm out on Garrett. All right, let's get back to the film, though. Share screen. You guys are going to get really tired of me saying screenception when this happens. All right, here we go. I'll save that question that someone just asked for when I come back. Oh, they had the fumble. So we'll go through the fumble real quick. Actually watch Joe Judge's breakdown of this. Joe Judge he spends like 6 minutes breaking down this play. That's what I like about Joe Judge. So that's on the Giants YouTube. Don't watch it now, but I would have picked a different play to break down because at the end of the day, this was actually like a failed play until the fumble. But nonetheless, Joe Judge, that's what he decided to do. He did teach me something about like this whole bite the ball. Is you always want your helmet, like you want your mouth on the ball. Put the mouth on the ball, and watch. Blake, that's what Blake does. Goes to bite the ball, or no, that's what Austin Johnson does. Bite the ball. He said, "Bite the ball." Let's see, Austin Johnson. Bite the ball. He's biting the ball. Bite the ball. Put your face mask on the ball. Bite the ball. If we were winning games, I would turn that into a T-shirt. But you can't sell T-shirts when you're 0-4. That's just a fact of life, my friends. That is a fact of life. Okay, so now we have the offense. They end up kicking a field goal because the offense is really bad. Shout out Jason Garrett, offensive coordinator, who took a QB who was too aggressive and literally made him the least downfield throwing quarterback in the NFL. Literally, not exaggeration. He's literally dead last in downfield throws. How about that? All right, but this is about the defense. All right, run play. BJ Hill gets bullied a little bit. Blake sheds, fills the hole. Good stuff from Dexy. Let's watch Dalvin on it. Was there a backside linebacker? Was there a second linebacker on this one? Nope. Just Blake on his own. Good stuff. Blake Martinez has been so impressive. I got 2nd and 6. Another play action. Darnay Holmes blitz. I love Darnay Holmes blitzing. Just watch him. Bam. Gets his hand up there. So where's this route coming from? Corner route. And you have Ryan closing in on it. If Goff throws this earlier, he might make it, and then you have Ryan Lewis on the bottom. If Goff throws it here, it's probably a completion. But he hits it a little late. It's hard to time things up perfect in the NFL. It's hard to time up things perfect. Like I said, we saw the Darnay Holmes blitz. Not really much of a pass rush up front to start it. So good job on Holmes. Third down. I think we get him off the field here. Ooh, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. So let's watch it. This is a Kyler Fackrell sack. And here's something I want to show you. Watch this guy. He's wide open. Patrick Graham did this a few times. Patrick Graham's the most creative he gets is on third down. When I watched the Dolphins stuff in the offseason, that's what I noticed. He realized that Jared Goff, when they leave this open, that this is simply the last, like it takes so long for him to get to this. So they just said, we're going to hope that we can get there, and we're going to leave this guy uncovered. We're gonna bet that you don't get to this progression, Jared Goff. We are going to bet on that, and we're going to put extra people in coverage. Now watch it on this end. You have Fackrell, pass rusher. Devontae Downs, linebacker. Defensive lineman. Blake Martinez, pass rusher. Watch what he does. It's a three-man rush, which I didn't like the three-man rushes against Trubisky because he would run around and make time. With Goff is a very bat, get the ball out type of guy. Like, he's not sitting back there forever. He's not an improviser. But look who else drops back into coverage. Old BJ Hill. So we are not going to let you hit this stuff over the middle. We are going to collapse everything over the middle. You're not going to get that. And that allows, because sometimes you'll see the two inside linebackers. Go back to the sky view. Sometimes you'll see the two inside linebackers be right here and here, which is their zones. So wide receivers, tight ends, they will run a drag, and then they'll sit. They'll just sit down right in the middle. But this allows them to not have to overplay. And then, so now that Tay Crowder sees that 17 is coming across, he can just run freely with him. He can run freely with him, knowing that he's not going to sit on that route. And then if it were to go the other way, Blake Martinez could run freely. You got these two collapsing on here, good coverage out here. And like I said, they were going to bet that Goff doesn't get there. They were betting on it, and he didn't. And Kyler Fackrell gets the nice sack. Let's watch Kyler Fackrell and give him a little credit. I mean, it's a covered sack, but covered sacks are sacks. I hate when people say, like, oh, this guy only gets covered sacks. Covered sacks are sacks. That's when, I mentioned after week one, I was like, Becton, gave up a sack. People were, saying, Becton's been perfect. And then Jets fans were like, it was a covered sack. It's like, I'm not even bashing the guy, but he gave up a sack. Punt return. I could care less about special teams. People that like to talk about special teams weird me out. Now, Joe Judge is one of those guys. But the people who are like, Riley Dixon has really been the MVP of this team. And I know I'm offending some of you guys. You guys annoy the crap out of me. It's like it's your way of giving a backhanded compliment. They'd be like, what for all it's like last year when there's the extreme Dave Gettleman haters, they would do this. They would say, I give Dave Gettleman a lot of crap, but I will give him credit. Cody Core was a great signing as a gunner. Shut up, dude. Just shut up. Okay, here's a play. Let's talk about Tay Crowder. Bam. Tay Crowder, most linebackers the Giants have had, they play this like a pansy. They just play with this is their gap. They play it. Crowder flows over the top. You want to know why? Because he trusts Blake Martinez, and Blake Martinez trusts him. So he plays it over the top. And what does he do? Because he plays it over the top, that forces Malcolm Brown to have to cut it up. But guess what? We trust our backside linebackers and Patrick Graham's defense. We trust these guys. Unless their name's Devontae Downs, we trust these guys. And he cuts back, and we got a homeboy there. And James Bradbury comes in there too. How about that? We trust each other in 2020 Patrick Graham's defense. Play action. Boot. Good job on Leonard Williams. They called this out. This was an early adjustment. We saw about with the fumble in that first play. They said when they do that play out rollout, We need you, defensive lineman, to follow. We need you to follow. That's what they did. In-game adjustments. That's called in-game adjustments. That's what I love about my boy, Patrick Graham. Oh, Patty Graham. Patty cake. All right, you got another 3-man rush. Curl route on Ryan Lewis. Nothing really there to break up. Ryan Lewis, I thought he was good. Now he could end up getting burnt this next game. So, like, you know, people are like, we have. Oh, that's Yeadham. Never mind. My bad. I shouldn't have slandered Ryan Lewis. I'm not slandering Ryan Lewis anyways. But I will say, slow, like, you know, pump the brakes on the, like, we have found our cornerback too. Another Tay Crowder blitz. Was this one? This one was Ryan Lewis. He gets turned around. That's a hard route to cover. But, like, watch, Tay Crowder. Like, we'll teach you how to shed blocks later in your life. We're going to teach you how to shed blocks. Right now, we just want you to play fast and aggressive. Right now, we just want you to play fast and aggressive, my man. All right, we got 5 wide. Underneath. Bam. Close in it. Close on it. Blake, close on it. Close on it. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Must have been a penalty. Oh, Dalvin. We got a blitz on this play. Dalvin gets his hand on it. I just love the way they attack the ball, though. I love the way they attack the ball. Watch, big Dalvin. I think that's like his 3rd of the season. 3rd tip pass of the season. Good stuff there, my friend. Good stuff there, my friend. I wish you would play defensive tackle, my friend. So, all right, I think one of these defensive linemen are about to pop out. Oh, nope. I remember this play. So watch. Let's watch the pre-snap stuff. So they're showing like they're going to blitz or pop out, and then Crowder pops out, and then he points. He points and says, hey, we're sending that nickel blitz. Come down. Bam. And then he pops out. It's basically like a cover 3 look, but this pass rusher pops out here. They got here, and he plays underneath where the nickel corners zone would be. Corner, this is cover 3 hang. This safety's right here. Goff is confused. Throws underneath. The boys corral. 4th down. Let's watch the pass rush. Leonard, good stuff. Darnay Holmes coming off the edge. Man, he comes in like a madman. Like, watch Darnay Holmes enter the screen. This is against a guard. It's like, I'm just going to pop you, man. In the face. 4th down. Did they go for it? I think they got this, didn't they? Yeah. Motion. I see. I would have liked to have Tay Crowder on the field for this. You know, have that second linebacker. Because everyone's playing their gap. Dalvin gets off the block, but you don't have that second linebacker in there filling. Did they get a field goal on this drive? Handoff. Jeez. We were probably feeling pretty bad about this defense at this point. Fat row comes from the backside. Don't give up on plays. I do think we're going to see a lot more 2 linebacker stuff going forward now that we have Tay Crowder playing. Fat row comes off the edge. Bad job on the tight end. Fat row had like 3 tackles for a loss. Dalvin just moving this dude. Watch Dalvin move this guy. Just sits his ass down. I love that. 3rd down. And we surely get a stop here, right? No, we don't. Okay, so this is when we get 3 stops here. Let's see what happened here. Oh, this play is called duo. Pretty much most teams in the NFL run this. They are reading Blake Martinez. So the idea is you want to get as many double teams as possible. And then he in real life he should have hit this hole because the idea is that if Martinez slams down, you bounce it. But running backs love to bounce the play, so they bounced it anyways. And it ends up working out on this one because the wide receiver does a good job blocking. And Bradbury is not the greatest of tacklers in the world. You can live with that because he covers guys really good. It's kind of bothered me about Janoris Jenkins' criticism. It's like, yeah, but he covers like people better than anybody on our team. Oh, this was the Austin Johnson sack. They just unblocked him. Unblocked. But man, Austin Johnson, really good. Like he forced a fumble and had an unblocked sack. I'm not freaking out about it. Dalvin picks up a screen. Let's see when he realizes. He doesn't. He realizes when he throws the ball. O'Shane played it kind of smart, though, because the tackle goes out like that. All right, so 3rd and goal. They run another screen to Woods right here. Everyone, just come and tackle. Everyone collapses. Good stuff. All right, let's talk to the chat. Let's chit-chat with the chat. How about that? Here we go. If all seriousness, if we end up for a top 5 and Sewell, Parsons, or Chase is available, who do you pick? I would go Jamar Chase, but I also would like Penei Sewell too. I need to watch Micah Parsons for real. I'm not like fully informed on him. I wish he would have played this year because I wanted to see what he could do in pass coverage. What's the problem with the offensive line? Is it the guards or the tackles? Thomas has had some rookie struggles these past couple weeks. Zeitler's had some struggles. Hernandez is just an above-average player, and people expect him to be a Pro Bowl player. Gates has been fine. Research Rick, bite the ball. Let's see. What do you got in here? Shout out to DJ for holding on to the ball and going through his reads. Too slow. Hey, T-Mac. Are you really the Tracy McGrady? Why don't you think the Giants didn't keep DJ Fluker? I really liked how he played in his short stint. I don't know, man. I don't know. T-Mac thinks our defense is acceptable. Thank you for accepting it, T-Mac. I accept that you were a great scorer and could never win games. You never really, T-Man, the fan base and the media is getting to him. He is doubting himself and playing too. He's not playing. Never mind. I'm not doing this. We talked about the offense yesterday. Go see where he's playing conservatively. Which deep throws is he ignoring? Blake Martinez is the top 5 linebacker. James Bradbury is the top 2 corner. Bradbury's playing like a top 2 corner. I love that signing. And I was a big Byron Jones fan. And Blake Martinez, man, he has been impressive. T-Mac said if we could score and they stay off the field, we would be competitive. You know what, man? I have to agree with you there. That is true. We need to score. I noticed Ocean is consistently lined up on left, whereas last year predominantly right. Am I seeing correctly? Is OD believes he'll 70% right. I think he's been lining up on both sides. We finally have middle linebacker. Let's go Black Martinez. He's Hispanic, not black. But he looks white. Is it too early to praise the defense when Mullen and Trubisky were benched the following weeks they played against the Giants defense? Okay, let's talk about that. Because I'm not even praising the defense. I'm praising Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham can only hide a bad cornerback too, a rookie corner, and Devontae Downs for so long. So like even if they get from what I've seen from Patrick Graham, unless he totally changes the way he coaches, there's not much that I would see. Like it would have to be really bad to be like after this year, be like, I don't like Patrick Graham. So like even if the defense struggles, I like what I've seen out of Patrick Graham. The only thing I haven't liked about Patrick Graham this year was against Chicago on 3rd down, the 3-man rushes. Those are the only things I didn't like because Trubisky is a guy who improvises and stuff, and he was able to get easy plays. So, like I said, I'm happy with who Patrick Graham is. We have some bad players on defense, and at the end of the day, it is about players. What if they're just testing the waters? Their players right now. I think they're trying to rotate. I forget what that's. Let's see. All right, what do we got? We're probably going to give up 30 to Dallas only because their offense is basically 100% of their team. Yeah, like I said, if Dallas lights up this defense, I'm not going to be. I don't think I'm going to be mad at Patrick Graham after the game. Like, I was fine with the way he called the 49ers game. Kyle Shanahan's a great coach and attacks your weakness. And like I said, you like Pittsburgh. Like, Ballantyne looked bad towards the end. You can only hide Ballantyne for so long. And then Big Ben realized they were covering over the top on him, and then they started hitting back shoulder stuff. And it's like, what are you supposed to do against that, Oh, boy. 5 points can't happen to win. I say we give Ryan Newsom Mahomes contract. You know what? I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. We are the type of team that struggle against the worst defense. Not going to lie. With the way we're calling plays, we're literally the worst offense in the NFL right now. We are the worst offense in the NFL. I agree with you there. I actually think we're going to hold them up in the 20s. Dallas gets a lot of garbage time points when the team goes in prevent. Everybody hit the like button. I like when you guys hit the like button. All right, let's sorry, Michael. Bobby, I need to figure out how I see the super chats. Entertainer is going to have to show me how to do that. And I have to turn my light on a second. Bobby, if Leo puts up great numbers, would you offer him a longer contract? There's only so much money to pass around with the cap. Thanks. Let's talk about that defensive tackle position. Leo has been playing great, like really, really good. So, Leonard Williams, he's going to get a long-term contract, and that's why the trade didn't make any sense. It wasn't because Leonard Williams isn't a good player. It's because now we have to get this long-term deal done with a guy who has all the leverage in the world. He has all the leverage in the world. So that's what's frustrating about it. So it's not that Leonard Williams is a bad player. It's how do we do this? And now, do we pay Dalvin? Do we pay Leonard with a first-round pick and Dexter Lawrence on the team, BJ Hill, who we like, Austin Johnson, who, he's only on a one-year deal. Do we pay both Leonard Williams and Dalvin Tomlinson this offseason with some of the needs on this team? That's a tough question. I'm going to sneeze, but I'm going to mute my mic. I'm also going to turn my light on. All right, I'm back. I am back. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat because I've been going through the defense. Let's see. Did I miss anything big? Entertainer said something. Thank you for blessing me, people. May Yahweh the Lord bless you as well. Here we go. Sorry, I'm bad at keeping up with this chat. All right, so Michael, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Should Tay start this week? Yes. Can we get in the green zone and score? That's something. Yep. Yes, I would. If it's around the same amount of money, which is I feel like that's where he's playing himself, I would. I've liked what I've seen out of him. Bobby, did you answer the draft question I asked about Sewell, Parsons, or Chase? Yes, I said Chase, then Sewell, and then lastly Parsons. I mean, think about it. If we have Blake Martinez and if we like what we see out of Tay Crowder, then should we switch to 4-man defensive front? We do everything. There's no set defensive front. We do everything. What is the biggest hole you're seeing on this team? Maybe cornerback 2. Probably just hole. I would say cornerback 2. And what's holding this team back is the wide receiver group, and that's surprising to me. That's surprising to me, Kevin, because these guys had production. Now, maybe Jason, like when they go downfield, stuff happens. But everything's short paired with DJ holding on to the ball and not being super quick trigger. He's top 10 and from time to, from snap to throw. And everything being short, defenses are collapsing on these guys, and we are the most blitz team in the NFL because teams aren't afraid of our wide receivers, and they know one of our offensive linemen is going to make a mistake, and Jones will hold on to the ball. So they're not afraid of our wide receivers, and they're banking on Daniel Jones' mistakes, which he has, and that's why we are the most blitz team in the NFL. If the Bears fire their head coach, would you like for him to be the Giants? Possibly. Yeah, I don't know Nagy's offense in and out, but yeah, I think that's something I could get behind. Okay, here's something too. Daniel Jones has 2 red zone interceptions this year. He didn't have any last year. He didn't have any his last season as Duke. And now he has 2 in 4 games. 2 in 4 games. And this is the guy who had a touchdown in every single game of his career. Every single game of his career. What do you think of Freeman so far? All right. Underwhelming, but all right. Nothing that it doesn't bother me. Look, anywhere our run game looked decent against the Rams. Yeah, the Rams also were the first team to not stack the box, so we were able to run the ball. Will you do film studies on the 2020 quarterback prospects, and who would you prefer, Surtain, Wade? I don't know cornerbacks grid, so I'm going to have to get help with the cornerbacks. But in the offseason, we're going to do a series, and we'll probably do like through February through March. We'll probably do 2 videos a week where I'm going to do a 4-pack video of prospects. And then when April, May comes around, maybe I'll do 3 a week. But just, not like super crazy stuff, but just going through guys. Now I'm doing full time. I can do that kind of stuff. All right, let's watch some film though. It's already 7:10. Damn, we're 40 minutes into this damn thing. All right, what do we got? All right. That's the first half. Actually, that was the first half. This will probably go a little quicker in the second half because we had a lot of quick drives. So let's go through 3 drives real quick, and then I'll talk to the chat. All right, here we go. We got 2 linebackers in Crowder and Martinez. Play action. Oh, this was an interception. But let's watch it. Watch Tay Crowder read. He doesn't bite like crazy on the play action, which you can't do against the Rams. Doesn't bite like crazy. He gets back into his zone and then turns his hips. Sees a target, and goes. He is going before the ball is thrown. Where I hate inside linebackers that do this. Downs does this. Mayo does this. Where they come back here and they just sit back here. When it's like, pick up a man in zone coverage. Zone coverage doesn't mean you literally stand in an area. It means you find someone in your area. And that's what he does. And that's an interception. This was an interception. I don't care what these dumbass refs say. That was an interception. Pissing me off. All right, here we go. This is a nice throw by Goff. You see, these 3 are collapsing on the zone. Gets in there on it. Throws it a nice spot. Let's see what the pass rush does here. Got big decks. Getting penetration. Dalvin doubled. Another Darnay Holmes blitz. All right, first down Rams. Another play action. And Blake sees it. Collapses. Our linebackers did not and this is how the Rams beat teams, is that teams read the play action and they flow like crazy. We didn't do that this game. Good stuff there, Blake Martinez. It's hard to really get a feel on these pass rush on these rollout plays. because like they're just trying to get the defensive lineman to move one way. So that's something that Patrick Graham did in this game. So he kind of told the D line, like, hey, you guys are gonna have to stop the run. You guys are gonna have to stop the run because we're not gonna have our inside linebackers overflow on their play action. Which with the way teams are running their play action, like the Browns, man, I just did before this, I was cutting up video for the rookie offensive tackle class video. I've never seen a team sell play action so well. And part of it is because they rush for over 200 yards per game. I'm a big fan of Kevin Stefanski, what he's doing in Cleveland. Good job picking up zones. Watch this. Watch this from Blake Martinez and Tay Crowder. They're trusting each other. You got Cooper Kupp coming up here. Blake follows and then comes back down. Tay Crowder's got here. He trusts that Tay Crowder has this. Good stuff. So he could keep his eyes on the QB. Throws underneath, corral. Fourth down. Rams punt. All right, let's check out the next drive. All right, this next drive is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. We got Fack route inside linebacker. He blitzes. I mean, that's good. Good play against that blitz because it leaves a hole. But Dexter Lawrence, Dex rips through. Good job of keeping contained with Lorenzo Carter. Good stuff there. And on a play that should have been good for the Rams, I guess 4 yards is good, but because they ran the right call against that blitz. Another corner blitz. Underneath, first down. You take a chance. They blitz how many? Yeah, they blitzed 6 and were in zone. So took a chance. I love defenses that take chances. Let's watch Leonard Williams on this one. Try to do a little Superman. That's what happens when you get your guys in single blocks when they blitz. That's why I don't know why the Rams didn't blitz a little more to get Aaron Donald in one-on-ones. Oh, they actually ran. Oh, this is Marcus Golden gets in and makes a freaking play. Play Marcus Golden. I'm Marcus Golden. Play Marcus Golden. Didn't it feel like 2019? Dexter Lawrence and Marcus Golden just slams down on this edge. Doesn't look like much, but that's a nice play. And Dex gets off the block. It felt like 2019 again with Dexter Lawrence and Marcus Golden making plays for this defense. Play Marcus Golden, man. The guy deserves it. The guy was our leading sack getter. He had the first, we hadn't had a 10 sack getter in a long time. Here we go. Marcus Golden. He ain't playing, but he knows the responsibility on these bootlegs. Dude, we're gonna clog up Kupp. Tries to get a tip pass, and then Dexter Lawrence again. Marcus Golden, Dexter Lawrence making plays. Watch Dex read this. Graham's hold these defensive line. We got to trust you guys on the back end here. Bam. Bam, wham, bam. Third down. Got a blitz, or actually no, delayed coverage. Good coverage by Ryan Lewis. Let's watch Ryan Lewis on this play. Bam. Just stays with him. He knows he has that safety help over top. Knows he's got that safety help over top. Good job, Ryan Lewis. That's a rep right there. Third down. Let's see what the pass rush does. Clean pocket for the kid. Great coverage there, Ryan Lewis. All right, fourth down. All right, let's do one more drive, and then I'll get to the chat. Well, let's see if this drives a 3 and out. Let's see how. Yep, 3 and out. Let's watch it. Need water. Got a run. Got Austin Johnson in. Fackrell. He gets caught biting. He's supposed to have this contained edge. A long developing run play. Defensive lineman make the play. Ends up being a 5-yard gain, though. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Play action. Good job on watch Martinez and Crowder. Cover, fine. Crowder finds. Collapses on that. He has to throw it underneath. He has to throw it underneath because he doesn't have the guy he wants right here. Blake Martinez. Bam. That's tackling right there, baby. Aggressiveness. Coach Patrick Graham is coaching this defense to play aggressive. That's what I like about the guy. 3rd down and 6. Look, they know that the Rams like this middle stuff. And they are making sure that you're not beating them in these crossers. You're going to have to beat us on these out routes. Is that Ryan Lewis playing coverage right there? Is that Ryan Lewis playing coverage right there? There you go, kid. That's Cooper Kupp. That's Cooper Kupp, and he's right there with him. He knows he has help over the top. This safety right here. There we go, kid. Clean pocket. There we go. Yeah, boy, kid. Well, sorry. Let's check out the chat. Here we go. 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 Ryan seems like a fill-in for someone else who will have a future with this team. Talking about McKinney. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't hate Gelman, but we go 0-3 the next 3. He is gone. I think he's gone regardless. I do. I think John Mayer said he had to get his batting average up. I like Kevin Gilbride. I don't know why people hated the guy. His offense was built for the playoffs and won us 2 Super Bowls. I like Kevin Gilbride. Surprising. I personally was thinking edge rusher, but without someone for other teams to gain. If there's a dominant edge rusher like this guy, like Chase Young type, then you go and get him. Then you go because that changes the way this team can play defense. So I don't disagree with you there on that one, Kevin. Let's see. What do we got here? I haven't seen any pick plays or rub routes from the offense in the red zone. Garrett's got to add those. All right. There's a lot of stuff he has to add, man, besides 5-yard curls. What happened to Judge with don't tell me what he can do, tell me what he can't do. Tell me, are the coaches doing this something different? On defense, they are living by that. On offense, Jason Garrett, I feel like they wanted to cut down on Jones' mistakes, and by doing that, they have changed the way he plays football, and it is leading to more mistakes. It's leading to more mistakes. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you. Do you think Parrott gets playing time this week? Yeah, wasn't that crazy? I've never just like, hey, we're just going to throw you out there for a series, and then we'll put that was pretty interesting. He'll struggle. He will if he comes in, he will struggle, but I would be interested to see it. We've had a lot of good. We've been going against a lot of really good pass rushing duos to start this season. I mean, it's been brutal. Giants first hands were 6-10 by the half. This isn't a defense issue. No scores in the third. Bad coaching and QB play cost us this game. I agree with you on that one, T-Mac. Refreshing how the Giants defense has been playing downhill, especially Martinez. Rick, I was afraid they weren't going to use him like that. That's the way the Packers didn't use Martinez last year. I have been very, like I said, maybe that whole, one of the offseason storylines was like, oh, Blake Martinez's best year was with Patrick Graham as a linebacker coach. And I think sometimes those stories, they're just offseason stories. But that one, I think that one has validity looking back at it. What would you do with the top 3 pick? I think it's smarter to trade down for more assets to build the team around rather than drafting their QB and potentially starting process. Yeah. If we can get a haul for a trade down, I am all for that. Yep, I would. We need a wide receiver. I don't know how we do it, but we do need a wide receiver. I lost my place in the chat. Where are we? Oh, there we are. That Mark Slareth guy, didn't know he was. My favorite Mark Slareth one was in the beginning. He's like, look at Jones locking onto his receivers on the play where the receivers didn't run any routes. It's like, who's he locking onto, Mark Slareth? Because there's literally no one. That was a funny one. He's like going through it in slow motion. And look, it takes 4 seconds for him to go through his second read. Like, you're in slow motion, Mark Slareth. He doesn't even have 4 seconds to throw the ball. I love Schlereth. He's fun. He's a lovable guy. Hopefully our Antonio Pierce in the next era. I miss strong linebacker core growing up on 56 in the Blake Blue Wrecking Crew. Yeah, man, I didn't grow up on those guys, but they were beasts. And Blake Martinez, man, he looks like we finally have an inside linebacker. Give the guys a little break. They don't they're not as in tune with the Giants as we are. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't like special teams, but I didn't say I didn't like special teams. I don't like breaking down special teams. I'll be putting words in my mouth, T-Mac. Didn't say I didn't like special teams. I just don't like breaking this show. It's just boring to me. I know Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is my number one target in free agency. Hopefully after week 9, but it could take a little longer. Joe Clark loved Gilbride. I did too. There was times where it was frustrating because it's like wide receivers were on the same page and it led to Eli interceptions. But it was built for the playoffs when you were keyed in. It was built for the playoffs when defenses were keyed in on you. I love the fact that we don't have to watch Downs turn his. Downs was a brutal watch. He was a brutal watch. Where 2 wideouts always the same area and all the time it's set up. There was one play we talked about yesterday where they literally ran to the same place and stopped. Giants secondary gets 4 interceptions off Dak. Giants win 77-0. I agree with you 100%, Dan Big Blue. Julio, we should trade for. I would love Julio on this team. I don't know what you trade him for or what you have to trade for him. Just watch the Judge. Yeah, I skipped through. The first week I watched it, I skipped through it today, though. I'll be honest. I skipped through it. All right, let's watch some film. I did skip through it. Score prediction for Giants versus Dallas. Giants 77, Cowboys 0. How about that? People don't like when I don't give a real prediction, but I always predict the win. Like I say, winners win, losers lose. Why would I ever predict to be a loser? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my mindset. All right, let's finish this off. We got 2 more drives. Unfortunately, one of these has a touchdown. I'm going to try and figure out this coverage. I've had a couple people explain it to me different ways. All right, Giants. So Goff actually did. Remember how I was saying earlier in the game where they were leaving this completely wide open to make sure they weren't getting beat deep? Goff actually does do it. And let's see who corralled there. Blake does a good job. Or no, that's Bradbury. Bradbury does a good job corralling. See what the front did. Dex and Dalvin got some good penetration. And the 16-year-olds laugh when I say penetration because I laugh too. All right, we got Bradbury playing tight. Bradbury followed Woods around all game too. Ryan Lewis. That's going to happen when you have Ryan Lewis versus Cooper Kupp, you know? Hard to scheme around that. Third and 1. I think this is the... No, this isn't it. Run play. Lorenzo does a good job out here. Dex gets washed a little bit. Oh, this one. You know I was talking about linebackers trusting each other? Blake's got to trust Tate Crowder. Blake has to trust that Tate Crowder has this. Blake has to trust that Tate Crowder has this back here and just hit this hard. Trust your boy. Trust that your boy's there. Blake Martinez has been used to in his career not being able to trust the backside inside linebacker. Trust that Tate Crowder is feeling that and play this tough. Because what happens is he doesn't trust them, and then that leaves him to be blocked right here. And they get a good gain up. Now, Tay Crowder does a good job on the backside. Actually, not good enough of a job. But like I said, trust your guys. Trust your guys, Blake. But for the most part, they did. And that was very refreshing to see. Like, Joe Judge says complimentary football. That's what it was. All right. Okay. Remember what I was talking about earlier with the whole, like, sitting a guy down in here? This is what it's to stop against. Because you have the two linebackers or, playing their zone. Wide receivers just able to sit in the middle. Because you had, this was a Tampa, no, it wasn't Tampa 2. But Blake Martinez comes. They do a bad job with the video on this one. But Blake Martinez bails. He's covering deep middle. And you have Fackrell and Crowder playing that role. Oh, you have a safety blitz coming too. So, bam. They're able to convert. Yeah, no pressure. Easy throw for Goff. 1st and 10. Quick throw by Goff. Good corral. Don't need to see the D-line. That ball came out quick. What happened here? Decent job there on Ryan. Carter from the edge backs out while Crowder comes in. Oh, that was ended up being a drop or a forcing completion by Ryan. Fackrell gets the hit. Let's watch Fackrell on this. Bull and pull. Bull and pull. Looks like Dex got it. And Dex on a little stunt. How about that, Dex? Not as impressive when you look at it again. All right, 2nd and 10. Got 2 high safeties. 4-man rush. Okay. So, attacking Ryan Lewis. Then they do a hurt. And they hurry it up. They hurried it up for 3rd and 3. And we're running a cornerback blitz. And Logan Ryan said, now where's Logan Ryan on here? Maybe he was covering for his guy, but he said they got the call in late that it was supposed to be a replacement cover 2 where he comes here and he covers deep, I think was the thing. That's why Love comes and plays in this flat. So I think maybe Bradbury is supposed to cover. No. Well, someone else was supposed to cover here. See, that's why that didn't make sense to me. I think Julian Love thought it was I don't know what they like I said, I had a couple people explain to me. Like I said, Logan Ryan said that it was a like a missed call. Let's watch the other side, see what they do. I don't know. That does kind of look like man all over the place with the two linebackers playing under. Like I said, I tried walking. A couple of people told me what it was. It didn't make sense to me though. So it looks like it was man. I don't know. I can't pretend to know things if I don't know them. Sorry, guys. That could be like this is a. I could just lose it on a guy. That pissed me off last year. Like, I wasn't a Halapio defender, but people would blame Halapio for every bad thing that happened on the offensive line. Like when a guy missed the block. And I was like, this isn't on Halapio. You'll get like in game. And I would ask offensive linemen too, not just like even some former Giants offensive linemen. How about that? A little brag on me that some former Giants offensive linemen I used to send clips to. Like, what happened here? How about that? A little flex on the kids for you. Jet sweep. Fact rail plays contain. Good job. Leonard Williams pushing it. Blake Martinez plays aggressive. That's how we play football for Patrick Graham. We play aggressive. Because we know that if we're not able to make the tackle here, my boy Kyler Fackrell will. My boy Kyler Fackrell will be on the outside. He will not be sealed off. Bam. Oh, look at this. Email. All right, so we might be having Orlando Skandrick on the show for Friday. How about that, to preview the game? We'll see. It's free all day Thursday. Let me reply to her. This is a third down. I think they just ran the ball here. Leonard Williams, good job. Bam. Look at Leonard Williams pushing, dude. Bam. Blake Martinez fills. And look, Marjay Harper got a rep. Marjay Harper got one rep. And then he was trying to fight Rams after the game. I love it. All right, so that's the defense. Let's talk to the peoples. I got an hour. Got a little hour here. Let's see. Let's go through this chit chat. Okay. It's good having Downs on the team. The coach have tapes showing what not to do on that play. That is a spin zone, and I love it. I love the aggressiveness Tate Crowder showed this week. This week I expect 50 tackles, 20 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and 10 picks from this week. I agree. Here's a big question for me. Can DJ win us games? Yeah. He had 2 comeback wins last year. 2 game-winning drives last year. I do believe. So should Crowder be the starter against Dallas? Yes, absolutely. And do you think we see Austin Mack this game? No. I want to see a game where DJ puts the team on his arm and wins us a game. Like Tampa last year. But I agree, TJ. I want to see that too. Who would... Oh, nope. I would not start anybody over Tay. Say what you want to say about Eli, but he could read a defense like a Waffle House menu. Yeah, it took him time. He struggled with it early. He led the league in interceptions for a few years. But, things take time. Eli was very bad to start, and now he's like our favorite of all time because he's, we gave him time to develop. Eli should be Danny's OC. I don't know how I don't think Eli would want to do that. If Jones could single-handedly win this game, give him the Mahomes contract. That's the issue. Is Mahomes has spoiled people. And Mahomes has weapons. Weapons. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, a good offensive line. Patrick Mahomes now, he looks like he might end up being the best of all time, but he's got weapons on weapons. I would start Mac over CJ Board this week. It's a decent opportunity for him facing. Yeah, I don't have any strong opinions on Mac. I need to see what he looks like in the NFL. Like and subscribe. Why not? It's free. I agree. Yes, I agree. Let's see. I do want to see the team do well. That's why we get rid of Jones if he continues to be garbage. Great analysis, Johnny Beats. I love you. I do. Dwayne Haskins gets benched today. He's the third string. What do you think about it? Okay, so I couldn't stand Dwayne Haskins. I watched him at Ohio State, and it was so easy for him. Like the Michigan game, I went and counted the yak. He had like 395 yards in that game. 285 of it was yards after catch. One of the 85-yard touchdown he got credit for was literally a handoff. Like, those little pitch passes they do. Paris Campbell took it for a touchdown. So I didn't like what his footwork was horrible. You guys think Jones misses guys, just miss guys. And you look at the numbers this year, he had like the worst bad throw percentage, the worst accuracy percentage. So I can't stand Haskins. That being said, do they think Kyle Allen's going to be the guy? It's why would you draft a guy that you would give up that early on, Washington? Now I get it's a new people, but they never, like Jay Gruden didn't want him. So now they have 2 coaching staffs in a row that didn't want Dwayne Haskins. So they played this game in the offseason, and it sucks for him that he's on a team that nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. That's what but I think Haskins sucks. There's nothing good about Haskins' game to me. He plays super, like people were pointing out, like, oh, the touchdown, the intercept, like he has the quickest time to throw release. He has an awesome player in Terry McLaurin that just doesn't get used. He gets missed all the time. I can't stand Haskins, but I will admit that situation sucks for him. It sucks that he got drafted to a team that didn't want him. What do you look for, hope for of the future on both sides of the ball? On defense, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We need some more pieces. On offense, my hope is that we can fire Jason Garrett. Come on, that Bucs win was weak. Come on. You see, now I was like, is this guy a hater, or is he just critical of Jones? Now I just know that you're a hater. We're praising Justin Herbert for having a good game against that Bucs defense, and they lost. It's like Justin Herbert just found a way. It's like Justin Herbert hasn't won a game. He's thrown. Talk about mistakes. He's had his team in place to maybe win a game, and he's thrown back-breaking interceptions in 2 of those games. How do you stop Cooper, Gallup, and Lamb? I don't know. You hope James Bradbury can shut down Amari Cooper. That's one. I don't know. I have no clue. And that's why that's a deadly offense. There's no reason. I guess they are putting up points, but this is a deadly offense. Hope Dak misses guys. Play him in man coverage and hope he misses guys under pressure. Blitz Dak. I do hope he blitz Dak. Reports are Haskins' study habits are terrible. Remember half through. Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, why would you draft a guy like that? Why would you draft a guy like that? I think JG doesn't trust DJ. Yeah, and that's the issue. Let him go out and make mistakes. He's a young QB. Let them make mistakes, but now they're like, hey, we're going to bring everything down in shallow, and he's still making mistakes. Open the field up. You can still have checkdowns within deep concepts. It's not mutually exclusive. It's not like in the NFL. It's like everyone goes deep or everyone goes short. You can literally have like, hey, we have a flood concept on the right, and then we got the running back on a delayed swing out as a check down, and Caden Smith on a 5-yard Y option as a check down. Like, it's not mutually exclusive. He calls it how he sees it. Meant to see a tweet by Lawrence Tynes. I did see it, but what are you saying about it? No, I haven't, Johnny Beats. I like a wet pull-up, Peyton Manning. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. They're not going with Alex Smith, though. I think playing Alex Smith is reckless. Have you seen his leg still looks like it's like a parenthesis? Let's see. Yeah, Jones has better numbers for. Yeah, I don't like doing the Peyton Manning thing because then every QB with bad numbers they compare to Peyton. But if you look over 16 games and you see his stats, you're happy with it. But the last those numbers are the rookie numbers. Like nothing from this year is contributing positively to that. This is like when people wanted Davis Webb to start. I never wanted Davis Webb to start. I never believed in Davis Webb. What was the Bucs score? 35-38, and that's DJ's breakout game? Come on, man. You say that like it's bad. He had 5 touchdowns against Washington, 4 touchdowns against Detroit, 4 touchdowns. Anyways, I'm not dealing with you anymore, T-Mac. Go suck go lead the Orlando Magic in the NBA in scoring and be the worst team in the league. How about that, T-Mac? I like your video on Tate Crowder. Thank you. I'm a big Tate Crowder fan. Yeah, Dwayne Haskins should have done it. Pick up Sanu. Thoughts? I don't know. Sanu sucked, but also, it wouldn't hurt at this point. What has changed? The offensive coordinator. I agree. Giants get their first win this week. I hope so. All right, let's 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Where's the O-line Wills Becton Thomas video coming? It'll be out tomorrow around noon. I have the now Thomas on the O-line report. I spent 5 minutes on, so it's going to be a lot of repeating on that. The Wills one, right before this, I went through it all and just cut it up. I'm gonna once I get done with this, I'm gonna voice over the Wills one, and then I'm gonna cut up the Thomas film and do that one. And then Becton, he won't be on this one because he left the game in the first quarter. So I'll talk about him briefly though. Giants are too high on culture, losing OBJ. Oh, since OBJ has been in the conversation about culture and stuff, because people have been saying distraction. That's like Lawrence Tyler, it's a distraction. Odell was more than a distraction. I defended Odell after the Josh Norman stuff. I defended like the helmet, like the kicking. That stuff got overblown. It definitely did. Now when it's everything, it gets kind of annoying. But Odell did an interview with ESPN without telling his team that came out Sunday morning before a game. With the third game under a new head coach. The third game under a new head coach. Bashing the quarterback, bashing the head coach. Odell did that. And that is what flipped it for me on Odell. That's when it's like, I'm not defending you anymore. And then the following Thursday, when he leaves for the locker room early, and then Shermer has to lie. Like they just have to keep on lying to back this guy up. They kept on like, there's other stuff out there that they didn't let out. And Shermer had to lie like, oh, he needed an IV. And Odell's like, oh, I don't like water. Odell got his ass removed. It's not about distractions. It was about him being a team cancer. And he was affecting other players. You saw it in Sterling Shepard. You saw it in other guys. So it wasn't just, oh, he was a distraction. Like the kicking nut stuff doesn't bother me. Even him like getting a 15-yard penalty, pissing, like, doing the fake pee against the Eagles. That stuff happens. The ESPN interview changed everything. They extended him 3 weeks earlier. 3 weeks earlier. The ESPN interview changed everything. It changed everything, and rightfully so. That was nuts. That was nuts. And you look at other wide receivers who have went down bad roads, and it all started right around the same time for Odell. It all started right around the same time for Odell. And you saw it last year with Cleveland. It was a mess. They were asking other teams to trade for them mid-game. Now, Cleveland's doing good. So when you win, winning heals a lot of wounds. But if Cleveland starts to struggle, I don't think they will because I love Kevin Stefanski. But you'll see Odell be the same Odell. So anyways, I don't hate Odell, but that ESPN interview changed everything, and rightfully so. Do you think Thomas can be elite? I do. He has struggled more than I thought he would, but I do think but it looks like right now Becton will end up being the best of those if he can stay healthy. Sorry, I already answered that. All love T-Mac. We're having fun in here. That's what I always say. Like people who like hate each other over like different opinions on sports. It's crazy. Now there's some people who are just like douches about it, and I don't like. But it's, at the end of the day, sports. And I like trash talking you because your name's T-Mac, so I get to trash talk the Orlando Magic. I don't know. He did have a decent game, Cam Fleming. But I wanted to give Matt Parrott every rep, and like Fleming's not a long-term option. I just didn't feel like going like, ooh, pretty like there was nothing great about Fleming, and there was nothing like horrible about Fleming this last game. I wanted Stefanski as OC. Stefanski, man, that guy's offense is unreal. It's unreal. Once he did the pissing on the field like a dog, that's when it was for me. I actually kind of like that. I like disrespectful celebrations, but I could see how people didn't like that. We need to draft Trey Lance. You know what? You're right. We need to. We have to do it. We have to do it. I've never seen a single like quarter of football from that guy, but we need to. Giants D-line's a strength. All right, I'm getting out of here. Screw you guys. Not really. But anyways, thanks for watching. Tomorrow, I'm going to see, is Entertainer in here? Or someone who, does Entertainer do streams on Thursdays? Because I want to start doing just not like breaking down film, but like bringing on friends. Like the Football Grump, he does he does a Giants podcast. I want to highlight other Giants content creators in this. So we're thinking about just talking about Thursday Night Football and the Giants for like a quarter. So I'll talk with Chris. I don't want to interfere with what he's doing. My name really is T-Mac. I didn't say what Harlem, New York, but I'm not going to ask you for your real name on YouTube, but like your name is literally just T Mac, because that's pretty cool. He doing a premiere video at 8 today or tomorrow. Is a premiere videos are different than live videos though, right? Where it's like it's previously reported, but it kind of goes as live. Let me see. Let me look at the entertainer, my guy. Let's see. Let's go. Let's walk through this. Oh yeah, he's going at 8 o'clock today. I don't know what he does tomorrow. I'll figure it out. See you guys.